And then obviously it screws me over every now and again.
Beginning.
Woo! Ladies and gentlemen, your third series of the day. This one will be an absolute barn burner. ENCE versus the North American heroes NRG. They'll be starting the CT side, and we'll get into the action. Let's lock and load as we'll see what buys come through. We're going to have 3 sets of Kevlar right now, a P250 brought out. It's going to be utility focused in the form of 2 smokes and a couple of flashbangs. I expect the smokes either side of the bomb train, flashes out, come out the pop dog, or you could have variations of that and absolutely fake it.
We saw ENCE having an insane tempo versus Renegades, like with inner rushes, and it seems like NRG have figured that out.
Oh, very good at Tarek to come up this ramp and help out his teammates. Cirque would have been locked into that spot. He had to run all the way up the ramp. That's a very selfless move.
It was. You got to respect it.
That's the exact same pistol as they ran in versus Renegades.
Is it really?
And then they ended up doing two eco rounds because they lost that. That's when we saw the cool, I guess.
Oh yeah,
the cooperation
ladder,
between
right?
between Smooya and JKS, right, with the pop flash.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was JKS and Smooya. You're right.
Yeah. So I'm curious if we're going to see ENCE just roll out the anti-eco towards the inner as well, try to get a bomb plant.
All 5 kills come from the inner holders, Tarek and Cirque.
Here you go.
Great job, you two.
Great jobs all round for everyone, really.
Golden star.
And you guys as well, yeah. We haven't had any gold stars today. Launders got 1 yesterday.
No, I didn't get one. You just told me that I did.
Oh, you didn't actually receive one? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a big difference.
Okay, let me speak to my production team.
Kind of materialistic. So
yeah, let me see what I can do. I've got the app being created right now.
You're getting
that's being developed.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get a run.
You're having music being
stars
made and like a whole bunch of proprietary equipment for this segment.
Winner
that
of
you
the quiz gets to decide who wears the dress. By the way.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
That can be so biased. That's basically like having teams.
It's basically putting the dress on myself. To be honest, everyone's gonna see me. I might as well just put it on myself. Might as well host it wearing it, just preempting. But either way, this is the full eco as how.
You should just make it win my dress.
It will be a clean sweep. It looks at things here, unless he can get another dink with a Glock. Oh, we're running out of bullets. It's enough for 1 kill.
Yeah.
He'll take it.
He almost survives.
It was the T-side that was fairly impressive from ENCE versus Renegades as well. Like after a slow start, they really got into their own.
Dude.
Ended up with the 10-5 half.
Do you think, it was always in X7 seems to like he's really good now?
Yeah.
He's like really good now.
Yeah.
But it was like the major that he showed it. Whole playoff stage played well, and then like there's never any question anymore. He's just been so good, and then just been consistently top 5, and he's pretty much been good, like consistent through whole tournaments.
Was it one of the Liquid players who brought it up? Like the AUG change probably benefited some of the ENCE players a lot.
Yeah, it was MBK.
Oh, MBK, that's who it was. Yeah. Which is, I mean, it kind of coincides, right? Like with, I guess, where the consistency.
Yeah, MBK said that X7 got a boost from the AUG.
What was his reason for it?
I don't know.
I mean, it's an easier weapon to handle, right? So if you're not necessarily the strongest rifler,
but that would apply to everybody, no?
Yeah. But again, like,
but I guess the people who are super like above and beyond, like it kind of closes the gap.
Closes the gap,
right?
yeah.
Well, either way,
they just called him shit then. I thought it was because he was like, no, he said they like mastered it.
They're probably early adopters. What he meant,
Yeah,
like kind of like they got
that obviously
they were ahead of
helps,
the
right?
curve where everyone else started using it.
Yeah.
And then defined how maybe some of the games should be played.
Kind of like some of the Furia guys, they were using, I think it's Vinny using the SIG and the AUG from like when the AUG was expensive for like a whole year.
Wow.
And everyone thought he was crazy and wasting everyone's money.
Well, what was it, like? What happened with that? Because like players like Magisk and even MBK like would pick up the Krieg every now and again, and after the price reduction, they picked it up less.
Yeah, they kind of stopped for a while. There's no really reason not to. I mean, reason to. Like Alish was saying that he thinks that once people start getting better at the SIG spray, everyone's going to switch just like they did with the AUG.
I think that the one thing that's always going to be like alluring with the AK is the fact that, well, you've been using it for 10 years, and it's still like a one-shot headshot potential, right? You never have that with an M4 compared to the AUG.
Yeah.
Well, ENCE will post their first. It's the inside bomb side. It seems to be most favorable for them on the T side. We'll see whether they can keep it up. Warp out for Alu. Another
they had some really
brilliant map for him.
They had some really sick yard takes as well. Like we saw the cohesion between
I
the
love
flashes
it.
and
It kind of
everything.
reminds me of like an old VP, the way they play this map. You know, like super aggressive. Sometimes out towards the other side, like they'll really
Very
send
quickly.
big numbers. Yeah, and they'll have. It's not like it's completely chaos. They've got like set smokes down while they're running at that quick pace. It's really difficult to handle. I just remember with VP within their prime, that was like one of their calling cards.
The plow.
Yeah, that's when things really got into 5th gear.
See, once again, it's inner that's the focus.
Scary.
Daps.
Oh, he's been patient. Yeah, he waited. I mean,
Oh, wow,
he
he
deals
dies.
with both. Oh, that's so well done.
Ooh.
And his teammate comes in just in time to kill the second guy floating across upper. Alu, though,
dear.
comes out with the 2 trades.
Why?
Very nicely done. I mean,
They want to face him again, surely.
huge.
But yeah, they nail it.
It's tough when someone's playing opposite spools. Then you're thinking, oh, we should, if we went down ramp first, then we would have been good. But people go out upper very often first, and so he takes a small risk by saying, okay, I'm going to sit front ramp. If they come at me, I like this duel. If they go upper, then maybe I can get the drop on at least one player. That's what goes down.
It's a solid spot.
What's going on, Tuna?
Big tunes.
I'm actually surprised that I guess the other ENCE players who were swinging down, they got preoccupied with Cirque there. It's like nice trade of attention from NRG.
This is a force
Oh, that's quick.
Oh, he's
Damn,
not having
bro.
any of it.
This is kind of surprising.
Yeah, there might be a plan available. They need that at the very least,
Ladder.
considering how much they invested into this, but nothing will be found.
The tempo is still the same as yesterday, though.
Yep, absolutely.
So if you only have 2 smokes and you only have 2 smokes on an eco you want to take outside, where do they go? Like, where would you put your smokes?
Oh, if you're going yard,
Yeah.
2 smokes. I'd want, I think 1 smoke for inside of bomb train, like towards pop,
Uh-huh.
and the second one I'd either want back 6 or between 5.
Okay.
Everything okay?
Yeah, we're cool.
Do you guys want an update of
Yeah.
something that we talked about yesterday?
I'd love it.
That I got not shit on by social media, but people were saying, "Don't put your laptop in Rise, Iflaran. You're an idiot."
Oh, that was funny.
that never works.
I wanted to jump in there and say, haha, we tricked you, but I actually thought it would work, so.
I also thought, because like growing up, I thought that you can just put like cell phones and stuff
Put it
in
in
Rise
Rise,
and you just
yeah.
leave it there, right? But
Yeah.
maybe it works a little bit, maybe it speeds up the process. But like anyway, as an update, my laptop is now up and running.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
fully
broken.
functional?
That'd be
It's
hilarious.
completely broken. More than it ever was.
Now my laptop is completely broken and
rice.
full of rice.
Rice inside the mechanisms.
Every time I press
It's got
escape,
starch
like,
in it. I
rice
voided the
keeps-
warranty.
yeah.
It has no value whatsoever.
I was concerned because I press power and you hear the sound, but you don't see the logo. Like you get nothing. So I thought the screen just was broke.
Okay.
But
Oh.
then it starts blinking and stuff. So I think we just have
ENCE
to
could win this,
restore
by the
it.
way.
Okay, let's go back to the action then.
Yes, indeed. Oh, no, actually, might be okay. Back to
No.
laptop chat.
All right, well, back to the laptop. I think I was pretty much done with the story there. You know,
Okay.
I will give you a further update once at the moment, it's looking for a backup to see if we can restore, and if not, we're just reinstalling the
Oh,
OS.
it's real broken.
Okay.
Oh, something really
yeah,
happened. yeah.
Normally, I mean, we've all spilled water, and there's been like, wow. I feel like electronics hold up way more than we think they will.
Oh, yeah.
Like most of the time, you
Absolutely.
never
just
get.
have to wait. I feel like you just have to wait to
Wait
dry
before
it.
Best
turning
thing
it on,
is
yeah.
don't turn it on at all. If you ever think you get it wet. So life hacks for you there.
Oh, here's a life hack. If you have a keyboard, you can literally you can put it in the bath if you like spill juice on it or something.
Wait, for real?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
just
it's all
leave it
wrapped in
unplugged
plastic.
and then
Just-
wait a
just
few
buy a new
days
keyboard,
while
guys.
it's unplugged, and then it'll dry up, and then you can plug it in. Just do not, as soon as you pour juice on it, just make sure you don't press any keys. Just unplug it, put it in the bath, let it soak for like an hour, and then let it dry for a couple days, and you're done.
I'm thinking about like how I would wash my keyboard.
Put it in the dishwasher.
Dishwasher.
Yeah, just like throw it in there.
Yeah, it's totally
It's
fine.
all it's all wrapped in plastic, so like.
As long as the electronics of the circuit board dries, then you're good.
Round 7 now.
Excuse me.
We're talking about keyboards
We'll
here.
do your YouTube content after this, guys. I know you guys are trying a new channel, trying to get it out
tutorial
there.
coming soon. YouTube.com/CSBoxer.
5 on 3, 1 HP for Alexi B. CT's looking very good here. NRG have been up a bit of a brick wall in the outside area. And at this point, ENCE just hoping they can find some sort of point of entry. No damage done just yet, and it looks like this is way too strong. A scrappy kill from X7. There's a lot more where that came from as his teammate waits for that low HP towards Hell.
Oh, nobody's pushing out.
Can you see under the train on that side? Under the wheel?
Not from that angle, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to swing, right? Just go for it. Oh, come on.
I think you need to X7 to work.
Oh, that could be good. That could be good. He falls off.
Oh.
It's 301. No bomb drop. He doesn't know it's double Z, right? There, now
No,
he
he
does.
knows.
Oh, chance.
They're giving him opportunities.
That was a
there.
chance. Yeah.
Well, but fun to see how ENCE's T side here turns out this half compared to how we saw it yesterday. Because versus Renegades yesterday, you just saw they were running out. Well, not versus Renegades, it was versus.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, they played
Renegades. Yeah,
Renegades.
Yeah,
had
on their T side, yeah, they're
a
really
slow
just
start,
rushing,
but then
yeah.
just like really got
the
into
inner
it.
sides and then started rushing outside. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, the only round they've won so far is towards inner. So
Inner,
we'll
yeah.
get to that.
Did you? Did they do that fast pop ladder play yet?
They've done lots of fast outside, but I'm not sure about the fast.
They
pop
tried
ones.
to do that on the pistol round. And
No,
then
no,
they
no,
died
no,
inner,
no. The
right?
pistol round was the inner same pistol as they used yesterday.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But it got squashed because NRG put
When you open the
two players
front-facing
aggressive
camera.
inner.
Man's not hot.
I like it. His face is perfect in
is
the middle
like
of the screen. It looks quite nice, quite satisfying.
It's like that Nike commercial that just came out.
Yeah.
I can't plug the.
That's the
everybody.
face, man.
Yeah, that's the face you see in the corner of your room when you're having sleep paralysis.
Oh.
Oh, it's.
Did you see that the CS:GO dev account? They took this guy's face and then they made it the
I did see
the
that.
baby
one.
filter.
Yeah,
Very
pretty
cute.
good. Relevant meme. Are they,
Definitely got a social media guy over there.
Yeah,
now,
they brought someone in.
Absolutely.
One of the kids.
Yeah, one of the memers.
Oof, that could have gone wrong. The headshot.
Oh, got the hit.
Did he actually?
Yeah,
but just a really small hit.
Yeah. Baby hit.
Tarek's gonna back off. NRG's been playing with two players inner sight.
They're
Fair
playing,
bit.
they're playing safe. They're playing comfortable. They're still spotting Ivy.
Yeah.
They're doing stuff.
Tempo's been slowed down for once though for ENCE.
Yeah. I think Astralis still have the best train though.
I don't know. I think ENCE has a better train.
Yeah?
On an average day. Yeah.
Oh.
What we saw yesterday, I don't think it's indicative of what ENCE are capable of on that map.
Oof. Well, another one on the board looking very likely here for NRG. No problem at all. There's a nice shot from Sergey.
Headshot, no less. And it's 1-7,
It really is.
as it always ends up being.
Are we going to see the alley warp? Is it possible? There it is. Need to see that really come into its own. He's
Probably
top fragging.
spend 40 seconds in T-Con looking for a kill outside.
Yeah.
That's
Didn't come.
kind of how it goes. Or you anticipate if they're going to push upper on you, then you're going to have him post up for that kill. It's kind of more dependent on Cirque than anything else, I think, because he's got the favorable spawns to every position. Ali's going to have to come into his angles. We always talk about op versus op duels, but ops are trying to look for rifles to kill, right? So there's less chance of dying. That's a put right into Cirque, actually. He didn't seem prepared for that. And there could be a second kill to be had. Don't know if he saw the double on the ramp, but now he'll know. So they can't actually rush inside, which is interesting. It's favorable for the setup, but they know that outside is definitely underpowered, understaffed.
So right now, NRG, I would say you might want to do the gamble stack, potentially towards inside. If they do some reason come back there, you fight it. If you don't, you just save the weapons, let them have the outside area. We'll see what they come up with, though. They're still got a challenge for this by the looks of things.
Yeah.
Is Ethan gonna get the drop on the guy on blue train?
Oh my god.
Oh,
No,
just walked into Alu.
that's dead. Took a risk there for sure. Yeah, they go ahead and fight. 3 outside might have been okay. Nice round from Alu. 3-piece, 1 entry on the opper, plus a second kill, and then an exit frag, basically. End of the round. It was pretty much over, but a huge reason they won. Can they get that again? NRG go for they kind of game plan an aggressive setup on the lower ramp, and they kind of had the advantage too. Cirque was in a pretty good spot. He was ready. I think he might have just thrown a nade or something, so he wasn't.
They had 3 that they were
Locked
just about to push because they had the
Yeah.
guy upper. So Cirque was about, I think he was flashing for the guy upper, and then you had one guy behind Cirque that was.
Someone
going
should have
to
been
the
flashing for
pushing.
Cirque upper,
Yeah,
though, huh?
I know. Yeah, but probably spawn related, right? Probably had a better
Spawn
spawn
related,
upper.
yeah.
It's also, I mean, you're gonna have the opportunity to react quicker if you're the one engaging the duel, right? Like Alu's going into that like, expecting somebody to be there. Like he's gonna fire
Yeah,
off a
yeah.
shot
He's already
regardless.
he's already
Yeah.
peeking the angle for sure. Yeah.
He's gonna fire off regardless if there's anyone there or not, just in case.
This is a very important round here. NRG very low on money.
It's one of those swing rounds.
Yeah, definitely one of those swing rounds.
Well, this is where the new money system can be quite punishing for you
Yeah.
because you go that great start, you start building up a lot. Their loss bonus is really strong, and then they can whittle you down and now bring it right back and actually maybe get like 3 or 4 rounds in a row. So this is where the new money system can be a little bit problematic. We'll see.
Can't remember.
Technically,
Who did.
should imagine.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a little bit long. I thought it was attack first.
Barbecue area over here. We're going to restart the server.
All right.
I'm only going to sit back on the save, I'm afraid.
Oh man.
No, you can still stay there.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit up on
I
the
would
couch.
say it's more appropriate if we sat on the sofa.
I mean,
Oh yeah, because we were aiming for appropriate here.
Yeah,
just
we're trying to
saying.
be professionals.
I mean, now I kind of want to sit on the
Oh,
floor.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Should all of us just go down on the floor just so Henry sits alone on the couch?
Why is it everyone against Henry all the time?
No, I'm just saying. You know,
Because
I
you're
feel
such
like
a unit that it's like
Yeah.
we need to gang up on you.
Such a
Otherwise, we're
powerhouse
not
of the
going to win.
scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Takes
King of
3 men
Esports.
to pin me down.
I'm just saying we're supposed to sit here.
Yeah, we're just trying to feed into your fantasies while we take you down.
3 big, strong men. This is who they sent.
Haven't seen that before.
Anyway, how are you guys doing? Enjoying your first game? Fiffy?
How's the
Yeah, I
coffee
mean,
going?
I need another cup. But yeah, no, a little bit flat so far. I think Energy's playing a little bit better. I think
Sure.
that they're like that round there. I'm a little bit. I don't like to go aggressive plays on CT when you are in a position to potentially, if you lose the round, you could just be straight on the eco.
Like getting reset.
Right,
Pretty
they're getting
much, yeah.
reset there. Whereas like you've played every single round and it's been default that you've been locking down the sites.
Yeah.
So like just keep doing that, and especially when you're sitting there, you have like 4 or 5k each, and next round this is a super important round now.
Yeah.
But if you like had just played default, maybe this wouldn't have come to that. I do like. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I like these swaps and aggressive plays versus passive plays. But I want people to play a little bit safer because I do feel like you're up 7-1, right? It's going really well right now. Don't blow it. Like don't just throw this away.
Yes, don't you
Never
think
change a
some
winning
people
team.
feel pressure like you're winning? You feel pressure that
Yeah,
Well,
as the
that's
switch
IGL,
up.
you're like, man, I got to come up
When
with
I-
something cool to do now because
Yeah.
everything's working so well. I don't know if this is my fault or if the other team sucks, but I feel like maybe I have to keep it fresh, otherwise we'll lose if we try the same thing.
Yeah.
But then the best answer is just to be passive because they keep running into you for your opening
Don't fix
kills.
something that doesn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like the things that we saw before when it was a 5-on-3, right, and they had an option just to go save the weapons and maybe force out some exit kills. That would be much more beneficial than going for a full retake the bombs down against
Exactly.
5 players, right? Like, sure, you've got a 7-1 lead, but there's no point throwing weapons away for fun.
No, I agree with you there as
Yeah.
well. Like you're saying, gamble on a site, right?
Yeah,
Instead,
let's
just
do
go B or
something.
go A, and then if they plant the other side, if you look at the money, yeah, then just save it because you would be in a much better situation. And I get it. Like try and make a play initially, 3-on-5. Okay, fair enough.
Sure.
As soon as that second guy goes down, though, you save.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Oh, we're back on the server.
we're back on the server. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite ready. I think we've got a match medic this one. We had a bit of an issue, and just having a look around.
Should get sorted.
What was the score? There's a 7-3 now?
7-2.
7-2.
7-2.
Okay.
Yeah. But again, swing round.
This is the moneymaker right here.
It was. Maybe correct me if I'm wrong. I think there was a tactical initially too,
Okay.
called.
Maybe
So
that's what
7-2
broke,
with
that,
the
broke,
lead.
that broke the server, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Attack into tech.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
We'll see.
Quite possibly. What are we thinking here now then? You know, 7-2. If you're ENCE, if you're NRG,
Oh,
obviously you
it's
just made that
it's
push.
still way too early to tell, right? Even if they
No, I'm
didn't
not
get-
saying about the game. What are we?
Oh.
What's the call here? You know, like.
I need to see what their buy looks like.
No,
Go
it's a
to-
good buy.
What's the call
Both
for?
teams full buy?
Yeah, it's a full buy
Yeah.
I
What's
would.
the call for NRG?
for both.
What's the call for NRG?
I think
Okay,
energy
I'll be
go-
NRG, you be ENCE.
Okay, I'll be ENCE.
I'm calling default.
We
for
kind
energy.
of counter each other, so we're going on.
Okay.
I would just keep running what I'm doing right now. Maybe take the AWP to upper ramp at the start just to kind of mix
Dude,
things
I
up.
think that's obvious. So what I'm going to do, right?
All
I'm
right.
going to send my opera to peak upper. This time I'm going to flash the lower ramp so that Sir can peek you, and then I'm going to kill your player Alu, and then that's going to be easy 5v4 advantage. I mean, guys, relax. All right, we got
right.
one kill. Chill out. Everyone's going to fall back into sites. Your move.
Okay, you got to roll at 18 to make that happen. Okay.
Yeah, I
Ready?
know. Okay.
Snake
Nice.
Got it.
Wow.
Bit of Dungeons and Dragons into the mix there.
Okay. Your
Anyway,
move. I get the 5v4. What do you do?
I would just go for the HenryG
Alu's
Classic, a 1-on-3 clutch, not lose any HP.
He just like finishes this round.
Skip 3 teammates.
The classic HenryG.
What he's known for.
The Henry Greer. All right, I love
Oh
that.
dear.
Do you think there's one person on the team that's waiting till the other teammates die every round?
Yeah,
Like I can't wait till these absolute incompetent idiots die so that I can
Honestly, I
finally
find myself
take
thinking
control.
like that sometimes. I'm just like, I
Yeah.
hope these guys do leave me a club. I want to show the world what I can do.
Right.
You know, you want that glory sometimes, but I guess you win. You sound like you had a counter for me. Like,
Okay, well, hopefully they're better IGL than you are, because that got counter-stratted so easy.
yeah, that was very telegraphed, wasn't it? I should have done better. I should have done a lot more with that. Maybe a fake next time. So NRG back on the server must be ends to have the issue. We had a pipe burst earlier. Did you hear about that?
Oh, I heard
yeah.
it was Ken came up to me, said that was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I think it was up there.
So he said
Like-
the garbage cans, like the full-size ones, were getting filled up in 3 seconds by water coming out of the walls.
Yeah, craziest things
What,
I've
like
seen in his
those?
life.
Yeah,
The black,
the
like
giant garbage cans.
like the blue ones. the blue ones?
day.
Like those ones. Like
Sorry,
the
does
blue-
anyone know that video? I'm sorry.
Garbage day.
Yeah,
Mm,
it's just the bad acting videos.
No,
like from
absolutely.
movies, famous
No.
scenes of bad acting. Everyone's seen that.
Really?
Do you think? No.
First
Oh, I
they're gonna
wanna
kill
see
them,
that.
then they're gonna kill me. Oh my god.
Oh no, I gotta see that. Check
Come
it out.
on,
Link it to me.
guys.
Yeah. Listen, we don't spend
You're
a lot of
tearing
time
me
on
apart,
YouTube,
Lisa.
You
man.
were
Yeah.
born on the internet, man. You
Yeah,
guys
like-
you watch that shit so much.
We go
You know all the memes.
outside.
You know the videos. Yeah.
You never seen The Room?
I've not actually. I know exactly what it is, but I've never
Yeah,
seen it.
same.
Not good.
What is
Anyone
that?
want to take it from here?
Wait. The Room?
Should I leave?
The movie?
Yeah.
That's the one that's what's the guy's name?
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. That guy. Remember? Bad
The
acting.
Room. What's it about?
It's the bad acting. It's just
Yeah, but is it what's the name of the guy? Because
I don't know,
the
but he
director
became
or the
famous for
writer.
being this. But we can totally talk about something else.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah,
great. Like, this
I
is
feel like
not really
explaining
stimulating
things
me.
on the couch doesn't make any sense.
No,
Okay,
doesn't seem
fair
to
enough.
work out ever.
So let's not explain anything ever.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
All
down.
right, well, that was very passive
What about
aggressive.
the whole Rice laptop situation? You explained that pretty thoroughly.
But that
Yeah,
was
but
funny.
now we made a decision of not explaining anything ever.
So then what happened was the match room after the water leaked.
Right.
The
That's the conversation we're having. Yeah. Okay.
yeah, so the match room, it became impossible to play in there. But they get to play in their own rooms, and there was, because they set up everything, like all the match rooms recently, there was some tech issues yesterday. So it's actually, it might be better, even though it's the match room's not set up for the cameras, for them to play from their own rooms.
Right.
It's more comfortable for them. The only problem is they one of them has to swap out now, so it could be a little bit faster. But yeah, they're kind of just playing where they practice, so they don't have to reset up anything.
Do you guys want another quiz or?
Yeah,
Bring
let's do
it.
it.
Oh, you
Let's
have
bring
do
it.
something?
I can think of something.
Oh, okay.
I thought you had something ready.
I can bring a question out. You know, I could definitely
Beautiful.
bring something to the forefront here.
No source questions though.
Why
Oh,
not?
okay.
So immediately excluding this couch.
Oh wait, you
here's the
guys are
que-
from Source?
Yeah,
Did you
Both
play
of them are.
1.6?
barely.
Oh, I'm alone.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, you were some big 1.6 player, yeah.
Oh no, well I
What shit's he
he-
talking?
I
This
never-
guy- I love the guys that talk shit about Source and like, oh, 1.6, man. Yeah.
So, yeah,
What did you do in 1.6 exactly?
pool day.
I played a lot. I'm just saying it was close to my heart.
I'm just saying, no, I'm not specifically attacking you.
You kind of are a
It's
little
the
bit.
people like
Yeah.
the ones that really annoy me the most is like the guys in 1.6 who are like, oh, so
Okay.
such a bad game. Like if I played that game, I'd win every tournament. It's just like, cool. Why don't you come make all the money then? Why don't you sit there doing
Yeah,
nothing in
and-
1.6?
See,
and make
that's
some
that's
cash?
when,
No,
when I
you wanna
said that,
know-
he thought I was that guy. He put that guy in my mind.
No, but you want to know
And
what
now
happened?
he hates me.
You remember? You probably know this too, because back then, if you play 1.6,
Yeah.
the WCG one, when they had the 1.6 qualifiers
Yeah.
into the CS:GO final,
Yeah.
that was completely obviously
Yeah.
stupid.
It felt
That
like
was-
they were trying to kill 1.6, which made it
Yeah,
way,
but
way
here's the
worse.
funny thing, right? Like after that event, and I think there was two of those.
Yep.
The Source players were the ones that ended up winning, whereas there was the same conversation with like, oh, 1.6 players just gonna shit on these kids,
Uh-huh.
and then they ended up losing. And I think that really made a lot for the game too. Like that, just the mindset of like
I'll
this
tell
was
you-
supposed to be shit, and it is like. Don't get me wrong, the game was really bad in the beginning.
Oh, it was
but
horrible.
it got a lot of improvements. But I think after that, like just the mindset of all these players was just like.
I'll
this
tell you
game
when
is
the war
garbage.
finally ended, when we finally shook hands, when NIP came along with 2 Source players, 3 1.6s, dominated the world.
3
and
1.6ers, yep.
No, well, I'm gonna say
That's true.
Well,
Wait,
Could be
but
strange.
quick
Yeah.
question. Okay, quick question. Okay, so this is like something that people might not know, because I think for a period of time, like
Two
you
of
guys,
them
when you
still
guys
on
were
the
in
team,
Rockstar, you know when you guys were in Rockstar, right?
yeah,
Yeah, you guys were playing with PTK
yeah.
for an extended period, and then
Here we
that
go,
was
history lesson.
one
for
of
you
these.
guys. Strap
Yeah.
in, strap in.
No, this is quickly because Exist was the last one to kind of be, I guess, get ready for CS:GO.
He was
Because he
still
had a contract
he was
with,
still under Fnatic, yeah, but he was confirmed for the team before, for example, Freiburg.
So PTK was never meant to
No.
actually play with you guys.
No, no.
I actually think
It was-
PTK would have been a great player.
It was between FaZe, the 1.6 player, and
Yep.
Freiburg.
No.
Oh,
And the king made it.
Yeah, and King of Banana made it.
I think you guys would have. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't know much about Face, so.
No, but here's the thing, right? Like you can have all these questions, like I think, but if you go back and you look at it, right? Like, could you really have made a better team at that time? Like, could we have really had better results? Like,
Dude,
there's-
you guys are just like, there's. First of all, you're the first team to do it, so it's just like, when you were watching, it's just like, I guess it's for some people like watching Astralis last year. It felt the same,
No, but
the
that's
same
the
feeling.
thing.
Like,
Well,
how
people
are they
don't
going to win the
realize-
tournament? No.
Well, people don't realize either because they're like they're
Oh,
trying
we're back,
to,
by the
oh,
way.
we're back.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
okay.
I get lost
let's-
in nostalgia.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Let's stop. Well, it literally just
Forest
went
of my own
live, but
past.
we're back. It's a full buy, like we said. So let's see if this goes into play. Then Launders was saying he wanted that first fast play inside. Didn't happen. So,
Yeah, so
shit call.
fired.
Let's go back.
It was a
Shit's
counter play, and because it never happened.
You didn't read the game right, Launders. Is
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah,
trying
but
to get
there's
at.
no. Come
You're
on,
not getting
where's-
your own Game Sense award.
Where's the?
By the way-
I'm not like Henry. I don't hand out awards to myself. So
let's move on, shall we? Let's get into the action, and NRG are certainly delivering some. Couple of kills in their favor, but it will be Sergey to fight back somewhat. Maintaining the man advantage will be NRG, though. 4 versus 2, but the big man Alu still alive, and he is so strong on train. The utility's still there for them, and time, but it doesn't look like they'll be able to do much of this unless Alu can find them an opening. It's actually going to be Sergey that gets it first. Over to you for Flower.
Yeah, this is not really looking that great for ENCE, honestly. Not really have any map control. 3 guys outside for NRG. They're gonna have to deciding to move back here. I think this is a run loss, honestly.
Do you think they're gonna feign, basically like fake aggression, so
I think
they won't get chased down and then try to save?
No, I think they're gonna try and go for the bomb here. They go inner. Alder trying to go for the pick.
I mean, if they do find Daps, then
If they find Daps to get the bomb
There's a
down, yeah,
chance
sure,
here,
it's a chance. But Daps is playing this really smart,
Yeah.
not really giving anything away.
This is how Flesha won that round. That 1v4. Daps was playing the same spot. I think it was Olaf Meister. I think he was up on the
yeah. The only
on
issue
the
is
back of
that
the train looking.
Flesha was going for a
spotting.
back alley.
Yeah, he was walking through the back alley. Oh, I think he
There
got
we go.
spotted there.
Yep, he
Okay. That Molly.
8 seconds.
Did it go deep enough?
Nah, he's on plenty of the middle.
Oh,
June.
okay.
Bomb plant down at least.
Yeah.
Something at this point.
Still winnable. Like, if it, he can see it, right? Yeah, he can see the bomb
Yeah,
like
you can see
dead
the
on.
bomb. He needs to get rid of the guy on higher.
Oh,
He can still do this.
still not on it too. He's gonna. I
He's
just
gonna run through the smoke.
hope he faked. Uh-oh. Oh, he could just... Man, the guy covering him was lower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He actually had that.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, we saw, so we did see, I think it was just back to regular default for NRG on that CT side, and then ENCE yet again, that fast outside take doesn't seem to be working that well versus NRG, that, like it
I
did
think that
yesterday versus
A lot of it came down to, I think, it seemed like Alexi B got kind of stuck once he was running up along the bomb train trying to get the
Yeah, he
player
had the
behind
guy
green train.
held.
Yeah, exactly, and he just kind of halted for like half a step too soon. Didn't get the trade. I think that changes a lot of it.
Ariel's made his way out. He's just really chilling at Olaf. They throw the first tier execute, smoke sandwich, smoke e-box, I think, and
Tarek
they
knows.
know, yeah, Ariel's around here. Tarek's on borrowed time though. There's a smoke in T-Con that he'll have to kind of
He
think
needs
about
to
the whole
evacuate,
time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Either
And
that
he
or
can't
aggressive
peek into
on
this
Alexi.
without showing a shadow. So Ariel's got a pretty strong position here. Oh, Ariel goes for the peek first. Molotov bounce. That's a nice Molotov.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Really well done.
Wow, they just flushed Tarek out perfectly.
Still got Cirque to contend with. They're gonna get.
Oh, he got hit on the Molotov.
Yeah.
Wow. Maluku.
Cirque's about to die. Much smoother round for ENCE.
That was sick outside take.
Yeah. Like Terry, yeah, I think the key thing for Tarek in that situation is what you mentioned. Like he's on a clock pretty much with that smoke being down. As soon as that is like anywhere near fading, he needs to get out or
Yeah.
just commit super heavy on trying to get Alexi V in the corner.
Yeah, well, he has that option that he can go up the ladder on T-Con train. The only thing is, if they don't have ladder control, then he has to be worried about his side.
Yeah.
But if he goes up, he can mess around, peek T-Con, and he can kill Ariel from above if he wanted to, since he knew he was there. It just didn't seem like he had much support.
If you go up on blue train, doesn't
Yeah.
the shadow cast down to where Alexi's standing, so Alexi would see that?
I don't know.
Because Ariel was playing from T main, Alexi and Olaf.
Yeah, he would get the shadow if he was on the floor. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Here's a
he would at
question
least
for
be
you.
able to avoid the Molotov without having
Yeah,
to run
that's
past
true.
T-Con.
Here's a question for you guys.
Sure.
If you could change one thing with train, what would you change? Because obviously we had the updated train. If you could look at the old train we had versus the new one, it's very different.
Can I? Well, okay, I'm gonna go with the nostalgia answer. I'm making the bottom side of the trains possible to crouch under,
I was going to say the same thing. So
Yeah.
you can crouch into trains.
and I would probably
feel like
I would
with-
probably lower them a bit as well, like not make them as tall.
Mm.
And I would change how the ladders work here, because you've got that annoying thing where you like side strafe over them at the very back of it. You kind of get stuck into the ladder and you do like a mini
Yeah, a little
jump
mini jump.
when you go back and forth, which is so annoying.
Don't you feel like, because I feel like CSGO is a little bit more cluttery than like 1.6 or a Source, like going under the trains, I feel like there's just so much to like cover. Or
Yeah,
like
it might be a
look-
bit much in this version,
They had-
especially with Molotovs and stuff like that.
Right.
Like,
We
it's-
used to play a version where you could do that in the beginning of CSGO that was made.
Yeah,
but-
the CE version of Train.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I didn't think was bad at all. And I think one of the things, you don't necessarily have to make every single train possible to go under,
Yeah,
right?
it
Like
would
you
make
can be
sense.
selective about it. So maybe you do it under pop.
Okay, yeah, okay.
there's no pop train anymore, but yeah, it's like
For me, T-Con, it gets a little messy.
I guess maybe
wanna say.
inner.
Like coming out of the choke point's so tight.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind the pop dog train as well. I used to really love that duel.
Yeah.
As a CD
Yeah,
side, I
same.
actually sitting on the end and like ducking and weaving and fighting people on that. That was really cool.
Yeah, I don't like the new ladder room area. Like
No.
that whole area. I would really like to have that like remade a little
Yeah, I
bit.
don't like it. I feel really uncomfortable when I play
Yeah.
around that. I really don't enjoy that battle at all. There's lots of flashbangs and smokes.
I think on inner side that would be where I'd like to see most of the, I guess, train changes in that sense.
Right.
I would also like consistent shapes on the train. So like we do have oil train, right, which is
Just-
Yeah,
so
a little
like,
rounded.
yeah, just everything just be a box pretty much. And I would want them lower, like here in the back back line,
I like the oil train like that though, because
like being able to go on top of the train and back line as well. I think it would be cool.
Just to know, we should probably.
No,
do
they
some
were on a
cutting.
save. They were on a save, so that's
Yeah.
why we're talking.
Okay.
They only saved one AUG on energy, and
Yeah.
then the rest was on USP. So
Fair
it
enough.
was an easy round for ENCE, inner bomb plant, and then ENCE then actually managed to, or energy managed to do save 2 weapons heading into next round. I was paying
Wonderful
attention,
stuff.
Henry. Yeah.
Quick
Just want to
update,
make
yeah.
sure.
Yeah, no, I'm
we're
like,
focusing.
Yeah.
I'm completely zoned in here, Henry. I'm with you on this one.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Ariel with 2 kills only so far this half.
Yeah.
Oof.
He had a rough first train game as well, I want to say. I was hyping him up on going into the CT side and just got stomped by Renegades. I was a
All right.
believer.
We're gonna see a potential. I feel like ENCE do need a few more rounds here. You know, 9-6, maybe 8-7. Great.
Yeah, if they could get 7, they should be really happy with how things
We
started.
haven't seen. You were saying, Henry, before, like the one round that ENCE did win on the weapon round was the inner take. We haven't necessarily seen a whole lot of that after that. We saw it on the
Oh.
eco.
There we go. This is the outer take.
That's more like it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's more. Yeah, it's more
Yeah.
like it. 2 entries.
Ooh,
No,
terrible.
Turk sees a shadow through the
he
smoke.
going up?
Oh,
So
and he's going for a
smart.
flank as well. Lock down this kill, flick up. Oh, small chance. Better that he stays alive though, more than anything else.
Have a look at the inner bomb site.
Damn.
They traded
fake and a
fast.
half.
Did they run across the ladder? Is that what happened?
No, they had like multiple people above the ladder.
Okay.
Ariel just dived down so quick. A really nice flash actually that he throws down.
Hmm.
Like banks it off the wall. Such forward positioning.
Yeah, you struggle to find that kill if you're
That's
breezy.
it.
That was a great round by ENCE.
Wow, that was a save
incredible.
kill there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can tell
That
by
was a
the
great
pace
run.
as well, like how quickly NRG are to just like, oh god, it's that quick yard push.
You know it's good when you're caught off guard as a commentator. Like
Yeah, and
you're
they're
like, damn,
planning
that
inside.
this out execute looks good. Like, wow, Tarek's making a huge play right now, and all of a
like-
sudden they're working on inner the whole time.
Yeah.
That's good.
Really good round.
Found.
And then looking at the money on the energy side.
Oh, why? Oh, I think X7 got stuck on the. This is
Yeah,
what I
he,
mean
like,
with the
walked down.
ladder. Yeah.
The bump. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that might have been a wet bottom moment.
We've had a few of them today.
Yeah.
Lots
Okay,
of
let's
that.
look at it. Look at radar. Like they're already pushing inside. This was a fake all along.
Yeah.
Look at
This
that.
is a
Just when the
great
rotations
round
went
by
down
ENCE.
as well,
This
yeah.
is
The
insane. Yeah.
moment he went to connector, that's when they came down lower round.
I think this is why like you see the tempo that ENCE provides at the start. It kind of conditions you to think like if you're a CT side, you need to adapt to that kind of quick pace really quickly like, in terms of rotations, right? So when you see any sort of inkling that ENCE might be doing the same thing, you're automatically doing over rotations.
Where's this opera here for energy? Oh, okay. All right.
There's a. Oh, okay.
I was
There's a
gonna say
bit of a
because
camera
they are
trick right there.
saving, energy still only opting to just have one guy inside. I don't know, when it's a save like this, I wish the Cirque would play a little bit more aggressive.
He's
or
got to
like,
muk around.
yeah, or like drop the op to someone that has a good spawn. Like try and go for a pick
Let's
here
say it
somewhere.
takes you like 10, 15 seconds to get to a new spot. Then if the clock goes past a minute, then you have like 3 less spots you can go to.
Yeah.
And it makes more sense for him to like shoot somewhere, scare him on a choke point,
probably
right there,
big-
or move.
Probably bigger likelihood to find somebody isolated as well, right? Like because when you get towards the end, people are gonna try to group together, execute somewhere.
I feel like
Yeah,
they got
this
to
is-
execute.
Yeah, this is not a situation you want because now you get.
You can't win the round from up here, and you probably can't save either.
Yeah. No, you need a superstar performance.
I guess if he never fires a shot, he might be able to survive this.
Yeah, that's true.
No, jig is up.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Might be the only kill
Oh,
they
he's-
get, though. Well, Robin said they needed a few more rounds. They've certainly
multi.
found those, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was looking really bad there. 1-7 down.
And still, like, outside, they throw the full execution outside, but it's an anti-eco, so they just do the same exec, but they slow it down like 30 seconds, 40 seconds. And we're used to seeing Cirque be more proactive about where to find kills. Here he kind of perched up in this bird's nest, waiting for frags to come to him. But it put a lot more pressure on the pistols, where it should be the other way around. Should be maybe peeking in its econ, look for an opportunity to take Alu in a 50-50 duel. It's going to be a bit more risky. They come to the outside site like he wants, but he can't even nail one. So now it's the last round of the half. At least Cirque can buy his op again. Aggressive option here for Alu, but the CTs haven't fully thrown their nades yet. There used to be so much more presence around Ivy for CTs, but now people are playing it from back green, on the side of back green, opping it.
I think that's also the change of the new map, though. Like, it's not really... I don't like... It's the same thing, actually, with Ivy. It's really clunky, honestly. Like, you don't have to hold...
Yeah.
You don't have to hold it. Not a lot of people go on the left side on the bomb train anymore, because, like, since they moved the bomb train to the middle of the map,
I've always
there's
said,
no really, like, a lot of benefits.
I always said train is a great map because it's really hard, but if you introduced it today, everyone would just say it was trash, because no one would try to get good at it. Oh, there's a spray coming in. Breeze will have to trade. He at least gets the first kill, but dinked through the wall and then cleaned up completely. And another outside exec goes fantastically well for ENCE. They're looking cleaner by the round.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly what they needed.
They worked into this game just like they did versus Renegades. A little bit of a longer, I guess, startup period for them, but 7 rounds on T side, still pretty good. But they need to obviously not have a repeat of their CT side.
Last 5 rounds all go in favor of the T side.
That's crazy. See that momentum.
Not even
So
close.
that's exactly what we talked about, right, with the new money system, right? So they're up 7-1, they lose 1 round, and then they just can't get back into it at all. It just all falls apart at every single facet of the game. But ENCE, yeah, great adjustments.
I know. Best part is they fight their primary demon, which is like we saw them go outside and they look bad.
Yeah.
They're like, well, we know we can do this better, so they just keep going outside, and they just showed us that they can figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, here we go then, second half.
And it's going to be exciting here to see if ENCE have worked on their CT side a little bit since yesterday.
Yeah.
Was looking a little bit sloppy. They didn't really have a whole lot going for them. Renegades game, so let's see.
Well, Natu was saying that they looked a bit more fresh today than what they did yesterday, at least. Should be a good sign.
Should be a good sign indeed. We're into the pistol. What was the ENCE pistol? Do you remember the ENCE pistol?
ENCE's CT side pistol?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It might not have done anything special. It's usually a 3-2.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember if they did had any special setups, but I can't for the life of me remember.
I love for the CTs just peeking upper as like something you do almost every round. I haven't found a bad reason to peek if you're on overpass. You know, the best ball on CT side, going out to mid and peeking mid with the USP, and then sending 4B.
Like standing on stairs, you mean?
Yeah, just bat fountain, peeking fountain.
You don't like that, you said?
No, I think it's the best.
No, it's the best. Yeah, it's definitely
There's no
the best.
reason not to do it,
because
right?
everyone always goes B, and then even if
You
they
get tons of
don't-
info.
Absolutely.
You get it right away. And then if they come upstairs, you just fall back. But if you don't see anyone mid, then your 4B is great. If they don't rush monster, then you can start rotating. And it's kind of like, why don't you do that every round?
And you just wrote. That's true. That's true.
I think
mean,
it's
I mean, at least on pistols, right?
yeah. No, I'm trying to think like I'm trying to be devil's advocate here. Trying to think of the downsides of it.
No,
The
but
only thing
it
is
is downsides. You can't do it every round. Like, for example, right, like
No,
that
no,
guy.
I'm
that
no, on
you
pistols.
I'm thinking
Yeah,
pistols
yeah.
specifically.
There's not. I mean, honestly, on pistols, because if you look at
It's
it, like
the underpass
percentage-wise-
push, I guess.
So there's a timing. Like there's they can't get upstairs before you get to fountain. So you can always peek fountain, and then if you don't see someone for 2 seconds, you fall back. No one jumps across. You know they're not going
Yeah.
long. Then you can fall back. Everyone can slow down the rotates.
So what do you play with then? Is it simply do you just go back to like a 2-3 setup?
If they don't, it's just so that if they rush B, then
Yeah, okay, yeah,
yeah, because
fair
they
enough.
can't rush A in the beginning, and then if
like,
they can't rush
yeah,
B, it forces 4.
Because if you look at it, right, percentage-wise, almost everyone rushes B. I feel like it's a rush B or a rush A long,
Yeah.
kind of. And like, I feel like that's why you see that again and again, though. Maybe you don't see that A, like the mid push, but you do see 4B. Like you see 2 at B and then maybe 1 balcony and then
one,
on the-
one heaven fast on flex. Yeah, definitely. So well, let's see if the CTs do anything special here. They do look like they want to peer into ladder room, and they get in relatively safely. It seems like X7's the man in there at the moment. They've got a sandwich smoke up, and Alexi B is going to catch him coming out of Ivy. He'll look to take some careful peaks here, but it's as all of his teammates die, including himself, leaving just Sergey alone. So a very fantastic outside play here from NRG. They moved Swift across choke points. They stayed relatively grouped, and they even used Ivy.
Ooh. Not the time to run out of bullets, Breeze.
It's a nice consolation prize. Gonna grab the P250 or no?
Just went up some people with the USP.
For some reason, I didn't even think he would go for this, but now I see he's very focused on actually trying to get a kill. Oh my god.
Hello there.
That is very, very
That's
strange.
awkward. Dabs was so ready. He was like, I'm going to knife this guy. It's going to be great.
It's like when a spider lands on your head when you're sitting at the computer.
It's like,
I've never had that happen to me. A
I
spider land on
have
my
a
head?
clip on my stream where a spider pulled a web down, like a tiny one, right in front of my face while I was playing.
No
And
way.
because my focus is here, I moved my depth of field a little bit back, and I saw the spider, and then I freaked out on this stream.
Oh, dude, I would
Because I was like, that's a real
really
spider in
freak
real
out.
life, yeah.
That would be... No, I don't like that.
First of all, what an idiot spider. Like, I'm way bigger than him, and he comes right in front of my
Well,
face.
maybe he
Just, like,
just wants to
come
say
at me.
hello. Like, here's the thing, though. Like, those kind of
You're not gonna
spiders, they're
say
good
it.
guys.
Yeah.
Because they take care of, like, the answer shit that you have. Like,
I don't think I have ants. I think I just had spiders.
Exactly. Well,
That's why.
exactly. So thank the spiders,
Oh,
dude.
okay,
Like they
damn.
really like. No, if you have like this house spider, don't like get rid of him because
unless
he
it's a
actually,
Black Widow. Like,
yeah,
then
for
you might
sure.
want to get rid
But
of
if
it.
he's like in a corner somewhere that you don't really care about,
Yeah.
leave him
Let
because
him
he actually
camp
takes
out.
care of the gnats and stuff. Yeah.
Huh. I haven't had, luckily in my building now, I have had no bugs at all.
Well, you say that again. Thanks.
No
to the
spider. I don't
spiders.
have spiders either.
Well, you say
Should
that.
thank him for a lot of things.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be one spider somewhere.
Yeah.
you know?
It's like you don't have any.
He's like giving me my personal space too, and
Yeah.
killing all the insects.
Yeah.
What a spider.
I mean, you haven't seen any grizzly bears in your apartment either.
wow, is that because of spiders?
Yeah. Little known fact.
Any drop bears?
I'm not sure if they can save you from that, but
Yeah, no, drop bears are unstoppable.
Gosh darn it, drop bears, man.
Man, I still think it's real.
Speaking of drop bears and closets, I did watch Family Guy yesterday, and we were talking to Peter.
Uh-huh.
He
Oh,
did
yeah.
not go in the closet though, unfortunately.
oh, sad times.
Unlucky.
Maybe next time. Unrelated, we're just talking smack. There was Nico. Probably seeing the first. We are seeing the first weapon round now.
Did you say Nico?
Deco.
Nico.
Last round.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah,
Now we got guns though.
No, not much to gain. A lot to.
Well, look at the damage.
Not much to lose, I
done.
should say. Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Readjustment of the spray. It's a fast round here, and ENCE are coming out ahead. It's kind of like I feel like kind of like that Cloud9 rush outside that we used to see. They're running Molotovs onto the bomb train. Bomb plant will be attempted. A heroic effort for sure, but Ethan doesn't commit. He's got bullets coming at him from above, to the side, around the train.
There's so much damage being done to NRG there. Like the second they stepped out of A main.
I think if you know that the other team has every single piece of utility and it's early in the half, you got to be really hesitant about throwing an outside rush because number one, as a T, you're not going to use all your nades. So if you have a full buy, it might not be that favorable just to run out T-Con and get naded to death.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, if you know they're gonna probably throw an incendiary and one nade to T-Con, just in case you rush, then you're running a huge risk of getting a bunch of AOE damage off of a couple of grenades.
One of the things ENCE did versus Renegades was, like, even on buys, like when they have full utility, they wouldn't, again, as you said, do like the full main rush. They would have aerial do like the back, like I guess jumping backwards into the peak towards people going aggro pop. Basically, it's with the flash. And it's like if one guy basically like absorbs 3 nades, a Molotov, and 2 flashes, like you can kind of live with that.
Yeah.
Especially if he ends up getting a pick as well. Like,
Yeah.
it's gravy.
Definitely found that after they buffed the HEs so that they also cause you to slow down, they became way stronger for using versus T-Con. Like, even better than Incendiary sometimes, because the Incendiaries boom too early, it only does like 20 damage.
Oh, I did barely even that.
Yeah, and if they're too big, then no one runs through them. Oh, this is a hold. Oh my god, Sergey.
Nicely
Very
solved.
sharp. Yeah, he took about 20 damage there. And there's still more to do. Ariel will go ahead and clean up the last kill. Wow, clean round. 5 alive there for ENCE, and they stopped an inner hit this time, as well as the outside rush last round. Not sure how much time left on the clock, but I mean, it felt like it was a pretty quick round.
Oh, this is like such a perfect round for ENCE, though. Like, look at how much money they have right now, and they're going up against a full eco.
Do you think it's their T side or their CT side that's harder for to go up against?
Like, as an opponent, if you're playing ENCE, what
Which side would you rather play, Miguel?
ENCE?
Yeah.
I would rather play them on their CD sides, just because, like,
Okay.
as someone who isn't, look, hasn't been practicing training for 5 years. Like, just dealing with all the smoke setups and all that stuff is a nightmare.
You do have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's like you're out in the yard having a good time. All of a sudden you get one pop flash, and then, you know, when that flash goes away, there's 19 smokes out in the yard. You have no idea where you are anymore.
Yeah.
You just keep hearing sounds everywhere.
Well, how about this? Why don't we just ask someone of the men that is part of the ENCE crew, also a talent of ours, a friend of ours too. We're gonna have
Natu
joining us
oh
on
my
the couch.
God. Oh, this is awesome. We'll get
What's
to
up?
watch
Hey, what's
a
up,
game
man?
with
How's it
Natu.
going?
I don't know. I just took Henry's job.
How you
No,
doing,
listen.
baby? Hey,
Why
listen,
not?
that's
Why
easy.
not? Yeah, he loves
You know what I
that.
mean? That's
He's-
easy.
Big smiles on his
Oh
face.
no, but of course he's got to be in the spotlight. He's
Oh,
there.
he's been
turn
cut off
my-
again.
No, no, no,
Production
no, no,
loves
no.
cut
We'll
off,
get
Henry.
it turned on. We'll
Get
get
our
it turned
extra
on.
mic on. We got Henry. Try it again.
Oh, this is spicy.
Okay, test,
Look at this.
No, no. Yeah.
It's
Absolutely.
the young hitter, Sergey. If you didn't
Yeah,
know.
Sergey,
He's pretty
yeah.
good at this game.
So who do
So
you
who
hope-
gets paid the most?
Well, not to obviously. What kind of question is that?
Okay then.
Yeah. Oh, you're back now.
Hey, how's it going?
No,
How's
no,
it going?
not,
Oh,
not
that's
too close.
very,
Yeah,
like,
it's really loud. This
radio.
microphone.
Okay.
It's a very sensual mic.
It's
it feels
really
like
mic-
you're
it's
doing
really
like
loud.
slam poetry on this one.
It's like a radio voice thing
Hi,
going on
how's it
there.
going?
A little bit closer, and then because if you're so close, it's even worse than
Hi.
ASMR.
HenryG NPR.
Yeah.
This is HenryG. You're listening to the dulcet tones of vENdetta, Fifth Laren, Launders, and Natu. On the drive show. Let's go.
Lovely, lovely. How's it going, Natu? What do you
I'm locked
think
in
so
for
far
an
of the
hour.
team, so far of the event and stuff like overall, with like how I feel like the team's been playing.
I think generally speaking, they're playing well. Obviously, I mean that's what the recent results suggest. But a bit of a slow start, I would say here. Obviously, trading maps with Renegades, they've been a bit of a kryptonite for us in the big picture. I don't think we had ever even won a map against Renegades.
No,
before
I
yesterday.
comment on that. We did because I don't think we knew, and then someone mentioned that, and I had no idea because it makes total sense because I feel like ENCE has been. Even the way the Renegades plays versus ENCE, I feel like it is, like you're saying, a little bit of a kryptonite.
Yep.
Like it kind of just matches the playstyle that they like to play against, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess NRG we've never played before, so also very interesting to see how how we match up against them. So far, it's been a
Wasn't there a stat you'd never lost to Liquid either?
yeah.
Until
Now
today?
we lost
Yeah.
one map now, right?
Oh.
So yeah,
It was a trade-off then. You got your first win versus Renegades, but you also
Sure.
took your first loss versus Liquid.
the world gives, the world takes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
exactly.
the way it works.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, all good. They're in good spirits. It feels like.
Do you still get really stressed out when you watch like maps like this?
Not really. I mean,
Yeah.
I think I've kind of grown this filter where I don't
He's
know.
got this hardened shell.
Because,
now.
because I think it's healthy though, because at the end of the day, right, like, not to can't do shit about it.
No.
Like, you know, the outcome here, like, literally nothing.
The worst part is that I feel like I know too much about the game. So watching these games
Yeah.
is kind of painful in that sense where
'Cause you get upset
I
when
can
you see
forecast
mistakes.
things already before they actually happen. It's like, no, don't go there, don't do that.
I knew you were
going
going
to
to do that based on your personality and everything that you normally
do.
do in scrims.
I mean, it's just tough. But yeah, I think I've just grown this filter to myself where I just don't get too emotionally involved
Nice.
Yeah.
in some way. Like
Wow.
obviously I
It's
am,
not
but
obviously. I mean,
you know
you
what
gotta-
I mean.
yeah,
I mean,
sure.
I just try to like kind of.
I highly doubt you were
Pace
sitting
myself.
still during the major run.
Oh, I mean, during the major run, I wanted just a Natu climb in the corner of the screen. I
I think I realized after that major run that I need to pace myself because
Yeah, okay,
otherwise
yeah.
I'm gonna die.
I
Yeah,
realized
that's what I mean.
I
You get
realized
so
at that
nervous
major
and
run, I need a
invested.
pacemaker.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, I can only imagine, right? Because, like you're
Yeah.
saying, because you see, because also I think it's hurtful because of X-ray. Because since
Yeah.
you know the game also, and it's the same for us. Like it's always like the handicap that we have, like the handicap. It hurts more because you see the mistakes, or we see the mistakes so
So
much more
highlighted.
clearly.
Yeah.
And then for you, then that's obviously part of the ENCE organization. Then former professional player and former talent, like for you, it must be like even freaking worse. 'Cause like, I can only imagine, like you see these runs, be like, no, don't make the inner rush call, please, for the love of God. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, the good thing that for the most part they actually make really good calls.
Yeah, that's great.
They
No,
have a
that's
good read
perfect.
on the
Yeah,
game,
smart, smart guys.
Yeah,
so it
no.
helps.
No, it feels like
No,
they're
Alexi
they're
V's
my
a genius.
kids. at the end of
Sometimes
the
they go A, sometimes they go B.
Yeah.
day. That's the joke.
Sometimes they go back
That's
to
the
B.
meme. That's the meme.
I love that.
Yeah. No, the cool thing was actually yesterday, I was telling this at Fifth earlier, where the Finnish hockey team was playing yesterday against Sweden, and we beat Sweden 5-4.
Yeah, he
in
had
that
to
one.
mention that too, of
Obviously,
course.
yeah, for your sake, because you're here. But it was cool to see like fans on like the hockey Reddit where or stealing ENCE memes,
Really?
using them for the,
Oh,
for the
wow.
Finnish national team. I'm like, this is cool.
That's
like, That's
awesome.
never happened before.
That's how you
Was
know
it
you
easy
made
for
it.
Finland? Was
Yeah.
what they were using? Or?
Just all the memes, basically.
Oh, really? Okay. That's cool.
You know,
Easy
like,
for us.
like
Yeah.
the head coach
That's a good one.
of the Finnish national team is a tactical genius.
Oh,
He used the strategy of passing first and then scoring.
Getting the puck to the back of the net.
oh, it's brilliant.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Oh
No,
my
it's- I
gosh.
think it's cool.
Now, like being a team, like being a former player to then becomes like an owner of a team. I think it's hard to kind of disconnect yourself. I mean, you guys obviously knew that in NAP as well because you had Heaton attending a lot of the
Heaton
events.
said that's
And you
why,
become nervous
that's,
to
why,
wreck.
that's why I asked, because Heaton said he got more nervous watching your iteration
Yeah.
of Nip play
Yeah.
than he did when he was playing.
No,
on
but I
Nip.
get that. I totally get that, though, right? Because you,
So out
at
of your
least when you
control.
play yourself, you have the outcome in your hands. So, okay, a little bit of an extra flash. This is a dicey
Wow,
round.
they just every single crosshair was focused on his Ivy presence.
Ooh, he gets
that
the
was actually
headshot
got
there, too.
aerial.
That's
Dude,
pretty sick.
yeah, but the thing is, look at that. That could have been a really great round for NRG, but every single player was like had to face someone new from ENCE just to get out of Ivy. There was someone at Olaf, there was someone Hell, there was someone on Bomb Train. They were all looking there. So, I mean, that's the value of a split.
And getting the double kill from X7 was big, too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
X7 been
great,
playing
yeah.
super well this tournament so far. He's just been playing well in general, really.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
been playing well in general.
Yeah, I feel like he's found his rhythm in the game.
Yeah.
He has some tough spots he has to play.
Yeah, he doesn't get like the luxury treatment.
What are
to
his
put it that
tough
way.
spots? How do we? What's
I mean, think of playing something like Ramp on you, for example, in
Yeah.
the sense that, you kind of have to...
It's one of the most glamorous positions.
No, it's
Yeah.
not really. You're just waiting for everything to
You're just
happen,
a
and once it
rotate.
does,
If
you
you-
need to make a lot of impact.
If you
Yeah.
die, then the whole
Yeah.
round could be on his ass.
Or playing Ivy on Train.
Oh, it sucks. It sucks, man. You can't peek, but you have to know if there are people there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
no, what a terrible position.
It
man.
sucks so much, man.
Or
I feel like
playing
it's-
B on Barrage.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like that's almost a little
You
bit
feel
the
so
same.
dumb when you get
Yeah.
opt, but you're like, I took a shoulder peek. I gave him a sliver. He can barely see my
Yeah.
sleeve. I just didn't want to die, and I needed to tell my team if there was someone here.
Can't you technically say the same thing about outside nuke too? Because like it's one of those positions that it just gets
If you
smoked off.
Oh my
overextend,
god.
You know what I mean? It's just like, well, they could be down there, and I have to be here. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Maybe this version is a little bit better.
You'll
how
be
to,
that
the
guy
overovers.
like on your team. Literally just goes like, yeah, they smoked her. They could be.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
just
just
like
always they
list
could
like
be.
5 different
Well,
places.
I think that's one of the cool parts about Counter-Strike in a sense also. Like, when how that map plays out, it feels like it's decided, but you need to have some really, really good communication rotations going on for you to be really good
make
at
it
CT
work,
side,
yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
I think that's a cool part
Dude,
about it.
these are 2 maps. I think Train when it's an outside play, that's when communication gets strained the most for CTs, and then Nuke like all the time. That's an
First
easy
sizzle.
cleanup.
What was the next map? I don't think we ever saw the videos.
I think it's Overpass.
Oh, okay,
Ooh, that's gonna be
overpass.
first time in a long
Alright.
time, or first time since day 1, I suppose. But
Well, that's exciting.
Does
12-11.
Sergey get nervous?
I don't think so.
Is that something just like how
do
does
you
he
think
how
any
does he
Finns
not
get nervous?
What's that?
Do you think any Finns get nervous?
Yeah, they don't show anything though, but they have to feel stuff, right?
Do they?
Well, I mean,
Do
that's
they?
an argument
Genuine
to be
question.
made.
He laughed
Yeah,
maniacally,
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was just
Yeah,
like,
he's
are you these idiots? They don't know.
Have you watched
These
any
fools.
of the BTS content with me?
Yeah.
No, I haven't
It's-
yet. Actually.
yeah.
You haven't?
Come on,
You
man.
gotta check it out right
Oh,
now.
damn.
YouTube.com.
Yeah, we might need to sub
Wait,
all
they got-
that out.
wait, did
ENCE
it-
TV.
ENCE TV.
Wait,
So
did it
check that
air?
out.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying your content?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, sorry. I thought you said BTS.
Yeah,
Our
behind
BT
the scenes.
Our BTS content.
Oh, behind the
Our
scenes. I thought-
BTS.
Oh,
content.
gotcha, gotcha.
Just me.
Behind the scenes.
I didn't.
content.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
beyond the
Slowing the show down.
Listening.
All right.
I didn't think I was that cryptic.
No, it's all right.
My apologies.
I would argue it's been a long day, but not really for us. This is first.
It's like noon, isn't
Game
it?
first
Give me
map.
something,
Literally
guys.
first
Give me
map.
anything.
Yeah.
It's
I'll
like,
take
what?
anything.
Well,
Oh,
okay.
it's
How about this
2:30.
then? An inner rush, really fast one with the molly down.
He doesn't
Bomb
get nervous,
goes down
huh?
as well.
There's
Ooh.
a stop sign there in the lower ramp.
Just they don't know
I
how
was
to
gonna say,
read.
that was quite the committal for
Wow,
the
he's gonna-
bomb
is
with
someone-
3 of the players so
It's a
far
little
away.
awkward.
That's a misplay.
Yeah.
That is such a blunder.
Is that the case where somebody's dropped you the
Yeah,
bomb and you don't
and you don't
realize it
realize.
out of spawn?
100%. Did you notice that too? Like one thing I wish they changed is like you need to know more when you do get the bomb.
I
feel
completely agree.
I wish it
It's-
would be like-
it's at the tiny little. They
Yeah.
should have told
Yeah.
everybody on the screen. You have the bomb.
Yeah, can we get like those tweets to CS:GO dev and just like can we get a clear indicator when
Because
someone
sometimes
gets you the bomb?
sometimes your teammate dies while you run over them.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you don't
and
know
like
it's
this
you
small,
gets
small
it.
little text, you don't think of this text. You have like you have
You've
the bomb.
got
like,
other
yeah,
things to
yeah,
Don't worry
focus
about
on.
it. Your life is on the line.
Yeah, give me something at least, like a better indicator, please. CS:GO dev.
So they don't have like emotions inside, or they
No,
just
they do. Obviously, they're human beings. What the heck?
Well,
what the hell are you on
He's
about?
talking in like
They
new
are-
technology, like a new robot that's been released. So wait, this new...
I feel
So
like-
what you're telling me, they are RoboCops.
Yeah, so Finland is just part of the AI involvement. It's not, basically Finland is just Anders Hub. That's
Yeah.
what
It's
all
it's
comes
part
from.
of
Finland,
yeah.
Finland is like doesn't exist, but it's head of the simulation.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
see, that's why they're all
That's the main
AIs.
hub.
Oh, wow.
It's a
The jig is up.
it's a
Okay.
generated country.
Okay, so then how come it's not fair to ask? Do they get? Why don't they get nervous if they do have emotions?
I don't know. Like
They probably do. I mean, I think they. For me at least, looking at it, it's like I feel like they handled it super well, considering all the circumstances. Where I still consider 4 out of the 5 of these guys newcomers in the scene,
very
right? And
inexperienced.
especially considering they're playing like in that like the tier 1 level Counter-Strike, where they can consistently be, either super competitive or beating these teams like the Liquids or Astrologers of the world, right? So, I think it's just. I think Alu has a lot of influence into that, obviously. Just the way, not
Yeah,
necessarily
he's
how
calm.
he is as a personality, because he's a bit of a jokester.
Yeah.
But also the way when he does get serious and stuff, he has a lot of input into how to approach things. And I think from a tactical perspective, he gives a lot of input that people don't necessarily see from the
Okay.
outside. So sometimes he might be calling a lot of the things. Like I remember last year in Cologne, we were playing against Na'Vi in the last group stage game, and it was a 3rd map, and he basically called like that. We had a timeout, and he called like 5 rounds in a row in one go, basically. And we did everything,
Really?
and we won every round. But then last round, they were like, "Let's do rush B," and I'm back there, can't do anything as a coach. I'm like,
Don't
do it, don't do it.
Oh, yeah, it's always the
They
rush
rush
B,
B,
man. It's
and they
always
rush
the
B, and there's
B.
3 of them out
Yeah,
there,
it's-
and we lose around 16-14.
Yeah.
Like, well,
live and you learn, though.
It's always the rush B.
Yeah.
It's not even rush A. It's B. It's,
It's
rush
B specifically.
Every single
It's small
time.
site. Yeah.
Because you think they're low on money, they don't have utility.
Oh my
rush
god!
B.
Imagine if they
Right.
won this. I mean, P250 would have to be okay. No, that was the kill, right? Small
Yeah.
chance. No. Okay.
but yeah, no. I mean, it's hard to fault them for that. I think obviously it's a gamble that if it so happened they only had one there, like let's say they had like a mid
you
stack
win the-
going
you
on,
win the game.
it would have been a genius call, right?
Yeah.
Alexi B, that genius.
He went B.
Shit
It's
happens.
getting a little bit dicey here for NRG. 14-11. They did save.
Dude, this
you know?
one's wrapped up. It's in the bag.
No, well, this is the thing. Most important round.
Ence got on the mic.
These shots are freaky, by the way.
I know.
I
Yeah.
don't like it.
DJ loves throwing him
Can
in
we
there
not
just to,
do
like,
this?
Get us motion sick.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see what we got here.
This is like
So-
7 out of the last
Yeah.
8 has gone the way of ENCE.
Yeah, very dominant performance so far on their CD side compared to yesterday. A little
Oh,
bit
yeah.
sloppy
It was
play.
7-1 up for NRG, right?
Yep.
So it's not being a great one after that.
Yeah, they won pistol.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it.
Did you win the pistol on CT side?
Wait, who?
Who won pistol on CT side?
Ence
Who's
did.
CT
Ence
side?
too?
Oh, no,
Who's,
it was-
who's CT
it
side
was
are you
NRG?
talking about?
No, like the first
First half? Oh, that was
we
NRG.
see it now. Yeah, okay.
I think
Yeah.
they split pistols.
Oh, interesting, because I know yesterday
No,
NRG
Energy won.
No, they
both.
not.
Whoa.
No.
Yeah,
NRG
there's 7-1 down.
Oh,
Ence.
okay.
Wow, dude.
So NRG won no pistols yesterday, so this is also like an improvement then for today. Winning both pistols and then still up 14-11. That's huge,
Uh-oh.
man. They've been
Oh
playing
boy,
really
what
well.
is
He's a dipshit.
X7? What are you gonna do? Oh, that's coming for one more. Just not enough time, but it's actually a crossfire with ops. So
the double
Okay,
op
the
Ivy
ultimate
setup here.
The double op Ivy hold.
Olu's
Why
gonna be
not?
leading, and a small chance to get a shot in, but it doesn't really matter. He gets info all the way down Ivy. His teammate can rotate back, but it's just 2 of them. I mean, all they can do right now is read each other campfire stories and wait for the round to be over, because there's no way that they're going to be able to get the bomb down, kill all 4 of these CTs remaining, get past the op of Alu, and win the round.
That's a great jinx right there.
Would you
Just
make the
laid it
call
out.
here? Would you make the call here, Launders, to save?
I'll wear a dress if they win this round.
25 seconds. HenryG, save call here.
I'm wearing a
25
dress.
seconds.
I'm going for a safe call, yeah.
Right?
I feel
4 on,
like
2 on 4.
got-
You don't. 20 seconds, no time.
yeah,
Don't go out
it's
here.
unlikely. You've got the AWP as well, which you probably won't be able to afford going forward, and you've just...
Well,
Yeah, well, that's something.
Yeah, but you're still. Why do you get 10 seconds? You know
Oh,
what I
we got
mean?
the leg
I
shot.
agree
You
with
want
you,
to do it,
brother.
man. You want to
No,
go.
no,
You want to go.
I'm
So
not
how do you
arguing
like
with
for
you, Henry.
NRG?
I can argue if you want. I'll go for an argument right now.
No, I don't think we need to. I think it was very clear there that they should have saved the
yeah,
weapons.
they would have had full utility.
Well,
They're going to be
one more
pretty
round to do
okay
it.
right now as well. But
Yeah, but they
still,
still have
there's
an
no
op, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Well, still,
Swap
would have been
that.
op and
Nades
having
with
utility,
nades.
right?
Yeah.
So,
There's always something more you could have had.
Well,
What is Tarek
from
got?
7-1 down to 15-11 up, boys.
What a
This
glow
is-
up.
Yeah, with both
exactly.
pistols lost, I think this has been a very dominant series so far, friends. Even though we haven't necessarily like pointed that out all too much. I'm sure that the audience at home probably realized that too. No, fuck you, Fifth Art. Okay, sorry.
They don't like you. I was watching yesterday. Damn.
Sergey has been such a big reason why they had such dominant rounds. So this is a huge find from Cirque. They'll also just kind of trail out in front of him, get the bomb down safely. The rotate's coming for the CTs, but it's trades both ways, leaving NRG in the advantage. Is there somebody on a big flank? Oh, Alexi's
It's
far,
gonna be like
far
the
away.
biggest of flanks.
Yeah,
Well, all the way to
Monster
G-spawn.
flanks.
this would be enormous. Yeah, I mean, it comes down to these two players. Do they have enough money to
Yeah,
try to
I
do
I
mean,
think
they
it's
have enough money,
just
but for
get
example,
some kills.
They're just going to hold up for
Get
it.
some
Oh,
kills.
that's nice.
Yeah.
Get extra
they
kills.
can't afford to buy, for example,
Yeah.
the rest of the series, so
Yeah.
they should just definitely still save here.
Ariel can stop them. Ariel can get so many kills here.
Ariel's dead.
You see,
Or
like,
sorry,
even if you
Alexi.
Alexi, yeah.
just lock them in towards the side of center and leave. You don't,
Yeah.
you don't have to push for the
Yeah.
kills. Just let them.
Yeah, you
run
wanted to
it
get in
across
here?
them.
Well, you're not leaving,
Exactly.
motherfuckers.
I like that.
Cirque's gonna survive in the corner though.
He should do, yeah. Oh, unless he gets spammed now.
Oh,
he knows.
Alexi.
Yeah.
Spam it! Spam it!
Okay, that's a huge save. Because they wouldn't have been able to afford an op again.
Yeah, look at their money now. Energy. This is going to be a
That's
great buy.
rough.
Yeah, $3,500 per player. You were all in last round as well. So two
very-
girls.
Oh,
this,
wait, are they
this could be
dropping
in.
the offer? Is that a spawn-based
It's a
drop?
spawn-based one, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably trying to get a pick
Beacon
from Z.
T-Con.
Tarek's like, I'm the best opera on this team. Let's face it, guys. Come on. Let me take this pick. I've got a bad spawn, but I'm made of magic.
All right,
He's going for
is he
it.
gonna get it?
Catch the ladder player. Oh, no. Oh, damn. And the flash actually helped, too. Wow.
Now that means they know the ladder's going to be empty.
Yeah.
More than likely.
I love catching the ladder player. Because then you avoid all the
Flash
wasted
over and come
nades
through.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Wow. The duel you had to win if you're Alex to be there.
Tough to judge. Oh my god.
Well,
That was some sharp shooting right there. GoldenEye comes through.
Still a
And
fighting chance.
they're in a good retake spot because they have ladder room control. So
okay, this is interesting.
let's see if the scope gets spotted.
Oh.
X7 moving up. That's a kill. 3v3. All of a
Always
sudden,
rotated out though.
two really good retake spots. Sergey stays alive. They have a game on their hands. These Ts are feeling very uncomfortable at the moment, sitting kind of just plainly out in the open. X7 and locking on them into his spot, and he gets a kill. Only one
Shit.
player left. It's Tarek. He's making his way back to hell. It's a 1v2 now. We've got Sergey, who is very damaged. Flash goes high. He'll have to make quite a play. Bomb will get stuck by the player who is tagged down. And we've got a CT moving on. Tarek. There's no way for Alu to
wins
get the
it.
trade because the smoke, it's plumed so badly. It's actually so far out, and that's an awkward situation, but easy win for Tarek.
Damn, that was the HenryG clutch. 1-on-3.
The one-
Pretty
1v3.
much, yeah.
Yeah, 1-on-3 bomb
That's how
down.
you do it.
Any adjustments HenryG would have made in that situation?
Would have made sure I got all 3 kills, to be honest.
There we go.
Don't let
And again,
anyone-
no money
no
for energy for
survivors.
this round as
Yeah.
well. It's rough.
Yeah, I mean, really keeping the...
What are we-
I'm going to pull a D-man here. Keeping the economy at bay.
Yeah. Still, they're pretty solid attempt from ENCE.
Yeah.
With the retake instead, like 3v5 retake attempt.
It's tough to have your op covering
Yeah,
the guy
so-
who's diffusing, but the other guy was so low.
I mean, imagine
you don't
setting it
want
up
to-
in that kind of a hectic situation where you're setting off for flashes, you're coming from different angles
Did
at the same
Alu-
time.
And Alu pushed through inner to go top the ladder and then down
Yeah.
ladder? Yeah. Oh my god. Imagine if it was all in this one. A couple of odd kills come in early. Another fast outside play, 3v4. X7 still maintaining hell control, which again, the CTs are holding on to the very valuable spots here. It's also doing good damage. We'll have one person fall back, but all gets a wall bang shot and takes out X7. Or sorry, I don't even know who he killed. And there's one more in hell. Hey, wow, quick adjustment. Alu with the
Nicely
That's an
done.
Alu
GGs.
special right there.
That's classic.
Signed,
Alu.
sealed, and delivered.
Yeah.
Taught him everything he knows.
16-13, favor of ENCE. Map 1. Still have 1 left to go. Was this ENCE's pick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, they started T-side.
I mean, considering, we have like a
Pretty decent record
Pretty
on train.
decent record.
90-something-ish
Hey, listen, I mean,
win
we saw...
percentage on the map.
What game did we see yesterday? The Liquid game when they played... was it the Ghost one when they played Liquid's basically best maps? Or Pleasant
Yeah,
Dust?
because...
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah.
hey, listen, that's what I'm saying. You never know about these North Americans. What they
Yeah, we're
say,
fucking
you know what
nuts,
I mean?
man.
Well, it is going to be Overpass next, which is considered to be NRG's best map.
Sure.
I would
Yeah.
say.
I think that's pretty cool though, like having both teams best
Yeah,
maps,
right?
right?
I
In a
think
series
that's
like
cool.
So
this.
what do you think about that one? Like in terms terms of ENCE and like their overpass, and do you think we got a series on our hand? Do you think it's going to be 1-1?
I think it could be. I mean, could be a close one. I think Overpass seems like it's a bit of an up and down kind of a map for the guys. But on their good day, I think they can dominate. Especially CT side, it's really hard. Like when you're playing super aggressive.
Yeah, and Alu's had a good map.
Sergey and Alu, when they play really aggressive towards like Fountain and stuff, it can be really, really hard for the T's to start building rounds. You know, because I feel like the T side of Overpass, it's like a three-phase thing, right? First, you gotta make your way to Fountain, and then you make your way to Toilets, or you make your way to B short, and then you can even start thinking about doing an execute towards the bomb side, right?
Yeah, so much map to clear.
If you're on a T side, you have to use a lot of utility before you're even close to hitting a bomb side. That's something that a good CT side can really force you into in that type of a situation. We're just down a couple of flashes, maybe one volley, a couple of smokes left out of all the utility you have initially, and then it becomes a hard life to live on the T side. So yeah, I mean, if our boys get the things going on the CT side, which I'm gonna assume they're probably gonna pick because they get to pick the side, right? It can be a tough one, but we'll see.
I think that's
good insight.
that puts a pin on it nicely. Natu, you're more than welcome to join us for the second map. It's great having you here. I think this is a nice little addition.
Yeah.
Get the inside the team.
Yeah, hang
And
out.
he's lovely on the mic, and he doesn't look too bad either. Let's throw it to a break, and we'll be back with the second map, which will be Overpass very shortly. We'll see you there.